Okay. Guten Morgen. I'm going to explain a few things for the record. On the 1st of September, I received a text from a gym called City Fitness. The gym was promoting 16-year anniversary, and they had a special price. That's the text. I got the text and I called the gym, went to the gym, and I joined. I signed up. I worked out for an hour at the gym after I joined, and then I left the gym. The next day, the 2nd of September, I worked out at the gym for less than an hour, and then I left the gym. The following day, on the 3rd of September, I received an email from the Director of Operations, Britt Klein. I don't know if you can see that. Anyhow, I received an email from the Senior VP of Operations, actually. She says, good morning, my name is Britt Klein. I'm the Senior Vice President of Operations with City Fitness. A few of your recent interactions at the club have come to my attention, and I wanted to reach out. At City Fitness, we pride ourselves on being a community that is safe and welcoming for everybody. In order to do this, it is vital that all members abide by our member conduct, etiquette, and guidelines that can be found on our website, posted throughout the clubs, as well as in your member agreement documents. It is up to each member to familiarize themselves with these standards and follow them. I'd like to ask you to please be mindful of your interactions with staff and other members when at the facility, being respectful to them and all of our guidelines in regards to appropriate conduct. Should I be made aware of any additional discretions, I will need to revoke your membership. I appreciate your understanding and cooperation in helping us provide an enjoyable community for all. Okay, so I got this email and I was like, what? And so I responded immediately first, and I responded to Britt, and I said, hey, I've only been a member for 2 days. I spent about an hour on my first day, less than an hour on my second day. If any of my behavior is inappropriate, please review the footage. I said if there are cameras in the gym, please review the footage. It shouldn't be hard. I haven't spent much time there. And let me know specifically what what is being claimed as inappropriate about about my interactions or whatever, like what is this, So I sent her an email. I just sent her that email, and I went to the gym the same day, and I tried to speak with a manager. I ended up speaking with a manager, and the manager says, oh yes, I'm familiar with that email. It was just because yesterday you were here and you had something that looked like a joint in your mouth, and that's not allowed. I told him, I rolled a cigarette, like I roll my own tobacco. It was not a joint, it was a tobacco cigarette. He said, okay, well, that's not allowed. He said any controlled substance is not allowed, okay? Well, I said, okay, well, thanks for explaining it to me. I resolved at that time to review the documents to see where it claims that tobacco is not allowed. I've done that. There's nothing in the documents saying anything about tobacco, whether it's allowed or not. And so the whole situation is kind of very strange. I'm left with the following questions. why is the senior VP so vague? If what she's emailing me about is a cigarette that was in my mouth, why didn't she just say that in the email? Like, hey, don't have a cigarette in your mouth. And why is the senior VP of operations emailing me in the first place over a cigarette in my mouth? Okay, those are yeah, yeah. And another question is, why didn't the staff address me while I was rolling the cigarette? I rolled the cigarette in the lobby. On my way out, I sat down on a chair in the lobby and rolled the cigarette. In front of the desk where the sign-in people are, in clear view. Why didn't they come to me and say, "Hey, you can't do that"? They didn't. So yeah, it's strange. Today is the 5th, I think, the 5th of September. I intend to go to the gym again to work out. I want to work out, and what I expect is I expect them to claim that something else happened. I expect them to change the story. I expect them to say, "Oh, actually, you did something else. It wasn't the cigarette." That's what I expect. If I'm lucky, they won't have the police there. They might just claim I did something outrageous and illegal, and you know what I mean. Um, yeah, I don't like any of this. My first impulse when I read Mrs. Klein's email, Britt Klein's email, when I read it, my first impulse was to say, "Hey, look, you guys are acting weird. I don't really want to be a part of your club, like I don't need this. Like I'll go join another club." The problem with that is, I've seen this movie before. What the problem with that is, if I were to do that, it's possible. I would say likely that a similar situation would occur at the next club, and they would have as evidence. They would be able to pull up as evidence that I was banned from this other previous club. You know, so I'm kind of stuck. Yeah, kind of. Whatever.